All right.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We are live here from the KFVS Digital News Desk. Clayton Hester here, streaming for Sikeston this week. And we've got Jason Davis. He is the director with Historic Downtown Sikeston. Jason, how are you today?
I'm doing okay, Clayton. How are you?
Doing fine, doing fine. We are glad to be here. It's good to be here and go in again today. I know, of course, there's certainly within recent weather events, certainly not a whole lot of opportunities for folks to get out. And hey, maybe they're looking forward to some of those days and plans coming up where they will have those opportunities. And maybe if the warm-up sticks around, I haven't looked at the radar myself. I'd have to consult the team, but you never know. It may be a great little spell of warmth here to get out and do more of these sorts of things. And I know coming up, you all have something, I think a flurry of opportunities for the Valentine's Day season. What do we see there?
Yeah, so we are getting into the Valentine's time of year. And of course, with that comes events. It is kind of the start of our event season as far as downtown Sikeston. And this year, there are a lot of organizations in our city who are starting events early. We've already had like a father-daughter and a mother-son dance that took place a couple of weekends ago, and a couple of other events that have already taken place in the month of January. And so now as we head towards Valentine's Day, things really start to ramp up. And one of those that is getting started in our city is the Sikeston Parks and Recreation Department is doing something new this year. And it is like a cookie decorating class that they're doing at the Clinton building this Thursday. It's going to be a Valentine's Day focus. They're going to be decorating cookies. They still have some spots left. You do have to register before time. You can do that at bookio.com/Sikeston Parks and Rec. And there's the registration on there. Some many baked cookies classes that they're doing, and it's going to be Valentine themed. So that's going to kind of get our Valentine weekend started this Thursday night with the cookie decorating class at Clinton Building.
All right. I know as well that with the weekend approaching, there are other opportunities, right? Who's organizing some of these other Valentine's days, and events? And I believe that there's one over the weekend coming up, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And you mentioned the weather earlier, and I saw some of your team last night talking about there's a possibility on Friday of, depending on where this low runs, we could have rain or potential of snow. We're hoping for rain because we have our Love Local extravaganza that's going to be taking place on Saturday from 5 to 8 Saturday evening. Got a whole host of things that's going to be taking place downtown, including carriage rides. Roses will be for sale by the Downtown Sikeston Garden Club. We have Valentine's pictures at Stage and Play. Many of the merchants are going to be open late on Saturday and offering in-store specials. And so it's just a good time for a date night. Bring your significant other downtown. Do some Valentine's Day shopping. Also, I know Carson's, which is a new restaurant downtown, is having some reservations for meals. And Jeremiah's is also doing some specials. And so just a great time to get downtown and celebrate Valentine's Day, do a little shopping, and have a romantic Saturday evening.
All right. Now, are the primary events then coming up over the weekend? Is there anything on Valentine's Day itself? Does that round us out as far as the events go?
Yeah, for Valentine's Day, we do our events on the weekend before. And so this Saturday will be the primary night of events. I do know that some of the restaurants are offering special reservations for Valentine's evening. And so I think Carson's is doing that. And I want to say Jeremiah's possibly. I'm not 100% sure about that. I remember seeing an email, but it all kind of runs together when I get these emails from the restaurants. But I know for sure Carson's is, and they're connecting with the Valentine's evening and having reservations for that.
All right. Great stuff, good stuff to be aware of, and certainly if you're making those plans, then certainly good things to be aware of. And it's one of those holidays where it really pays to be, I mean, like, it's important to be on top of things as far as going into it. Otherwise, things may, not be so great as. But
yeah, it's one of those holidays where, I'm married and I have 4 kids, and so it's gives us a great opportunity to find a sitter and take my wife on a date and spend the evening together. So that's our plans for that evening. We're going to be downtown. Actually, my wife is a part of the garden club, so she's going to be helping with selling the roses for a portion of the event. I'm sure we'll take a carriage ride. I'm sure we'll go get pictures taken, and I'm certain we'll probably be purchasing some stuff for Valentine's Day.
All right, great stuff. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Always good to have these holidays to be in touch with our communities and the things that they offer, the things that we can get involved with. Is there anything else that we're looking at? I know that there's another Saints Day coming up in the next month over with March that certainly is a popular one to organize events around. And I know that's on the horizon for you all as well, right?
Yeah, like I said, we get very busy this time of year because our event schedule starts filling up. And one of our major events in downtown is coming up on Saturday, March the 11th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It is our St. Patrick's Day Festival. And we had a meeting today at lunch about that event, finalizing some of the details. And there's just going to be a ton of things happening downtown. Not only are the merchants going to be open and great deals at the stores and shopping available, but in Legion Park, we're going to have live music from Callie and Kevin. We're going to have cornhole tournament that's going to be going on. The Sikeston Parks and Rec Department will be putting that on at the same time as our event just across the street. And so those work in cooperation together. At 10:30, 30 minutes before our event starts, there's also a 1K donut dash where you can come. It's sponsored by Houchin's Donuts, and you run or walk 1 mile, and there are donut stops along the way, and so you can get your sugar fix in. And then we're going to have food trucks downtown that day. Like I said, we're going to have live music. Of course, it's a homebrew competition, so we have home brewers here, people to sample their homebrew. And it's just going to be a great time. We're working currently to try to get some activities for kids as well. I know we're looking at possibly having the miniature golf course set up downtown and some other things happening as well. So that's Saturday, March the 11th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Legion Park in downtown Sikeston, our annual St. Patrick's Day Festival. And if you want tickets, you can contact me, 573-380-3801, or you can email me, director@downtownsikeston.org.
All right. Amazingly, we are already in February, so those dates are important to keep in mind and be on top of things. And after Groundhog Day goes by, it's just it's just a blur through the end of the year. But
yeah,
basically. But all right, Jason Davis, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your time and sharing all this information with us today.
Thanks, Clayton.
All right, to our audience as well, appreciate you all tuning in. 20 minutes, we have Heartland News Now coming up right around the corner. We'll turn you back to local news live for the present time. Stick with us. We'll be back with your headlines and updates on today's breaking story.